Hi, I'm going to speak about creatine, which the young people use to improve their muscles, and it is complement, or it is they use it in addition to the natural food, but it is produced naturally in the body, and it is found in animal proteins like meat from chicken, beef, lambs, goats, and fish. And this protein, it is not plant protein because there is nitrogen in it, and it is not a complete protein. But there is other protein powder or complement in the market. It is plant protein, and it is from peas. But the most important thing in protein, it consists of amino acid, which is the primary units of the protein. So creatine, it is different from plant protein. And there are three essential amino acids in the creatine: arginine, glycine, and methionine. And these amino acids, they attach to each other to produce the creatine in the liver and in the kidneys. Then it will be transported by the blood to the muscles. It is stored, and then it will be used as source of energy during the body activities. So the muscle, they don't need only proteins to build the muscle. If we give an example of the protein or the muscle as a wall, the bricks are the protein, but there must be mortar in between the bricks to make the bricks adhere to each other, and this is called collagen. Collagen, it is protein and consists of amino acid, proline, glycine, and also this mortar need vitamin C. Because vitamin C, it is very important to make the collagen. If we think of the collagen as a net, in the knot in the net, to make the net, is vitamin C. And there are receptors for vitamin C. And it is very important to produce collagen and to improve the muscle repair after exercises and muscle growth. So the muscle, they need protein, vitamins, and connective tissue so that it become balanced and strong. So collagen, it consists again of three amino acids, which is glycine, proline, and hexaproline, in addition to arginine. And these amino acids, they are found in a great amount in the chains of the collagen, and it gives strength and flexibility. So the collagen is a principal element in the connective tissue, as well as not only in the muscle, but in the skin, tendons, and bones. Bones is similar to the muscle. Those people who eat sugar, the sugar will attack the receptors of vitamin C, so the collagen will be weak, and these people will have problems with collagen. And this is one of the disadvantages of eating sugar or fine carbohydrate or refined carbohydrate. And there are in medicine cases of aortic aneurysm. The aorta is the big blood vessel carrying the blood from the heart to the different parts of the body, and it is under pressure because it is close to the heart, and when it contracts in systole, it is under pressure. So in the wall of the aorta, there are collagen. So if the collagen is weak, then the aorta will be dilated, and it is called aneurysm. And if it continues to dilate, then it bursts, and there will be severe bleeding and immediate death. But I know a case who is lucky because he's a doctor, and he felt weird in the toilet, so he rang by phone his brother, who is the head of the hospital for vascular surgery and cardiac problems. So they sent him the ambulance. They took him to the operating theater and operated on him immediately. I mean, they got him prepared within 4 hours, and then it took the operation 10 hours to replace the tissue of the damaged aortic wall by mesh, and now he is living. And this accident, it was in 2014. Okay, this is a real case, which I know. He is lucky, and I think God gave him a second life. So vitamin C is very important to make the collagen. I mean, from this case, his brother, who is the head of the medical hospital, he checked himself and he found that there is also aortic aneurysm. It seems that they have genetic genes. So he went and did operation as a prophylaxis to prevent the aneurysm from rupturing. Because I know another case in Iraq, my friend brother, she's a consultant, a professor, her brother died with rupture of aortic aneurysm, and now in UK there is a routine checkup for men at the age of 65 years old and more to check for aortic aneurysm. Okay, this is to give you medical knowledge at the same time. So the collagen, it should be strong and balanced, and if there is deficiency in vitamin C, then this will be affecting the quality of the collagen and the connective tissue. So if the muscle consists as a wall, the brick is the protein, the connective tissue is the collagen, and also we need vitamins, minerals, and the muscle need energy sources like carbohydrate and healthy fat, because the complex carbohydrate, it will give the body energy during exercises, and the healthy fat, it will help the cellular function, and also the fat and the healthy fat, it helps to absorb the fat soluble vitamin, and the fat soluble vitamin are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and K. And it used to be, this is how I remember it, it used to be vitamin K1, which is now we know it is produced in the microbiome, which are the microorganisms in the colon. But now there is also vitamin K2, which is very important for bone health and also muscle health. And it is also produced by the microbiome in the gut by fermentation. And the richest source in the world for vitamin K2 is natto, N-A-T-T-O, which is Japanese fermented soya. It is like sticky. They eat it with the rice, and it is very funny smell, but the Japanese, they accept it and they are used to it. It is very, very rich in vitamin K2. So water is also important to help in hydration of muscle fibers and for the healthy function of the cells. And the minerals is magnesium, potassium, calcium. It helps the contraction of the muscle. It's very important for a neural transmission, because the muscle, they have nerve ending, and the neurochemical is also acetylcholine. It's the same neurochemical which is secreted in the prefrontal cortex for learning, for making decision. And it is very, very hard to get the acetylcholine in the brain. But in the muscle, to contract, also the nerve ending produce the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. So there are many factors which we have to provide so that we will get good muscles and to function in optimal way. So the electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, because these will help the enzymes and the contraction of the muscle. The enzymes are also protein which make the chemical reaction very fast. Without the enzyme, the chemical reaction will take years, 100 years. Yeah, I have read it in a book which is called Life on the Edge, which means that we are at the edge of the quantum biology. I have read this book, and it showed me an example of how the enzymes are working. And the author, he imagined himself in a nano submarine going in the frog, and how the enzyme cut the tail of the frog during development, cut it, clip it, and then make the long legs of the frog. So the enzymes are very important in the health of the muscle. So and also the vitamin, like vitamin E and C, they work as antioxidant, and they will reduce the free radicals, which is just like rust. So they clear this rust. So and the healthy fatty acid are omega-3, because omega-3, it will reduce inflammation, and it make the cell membrane healthy, and it also make the blood thinner. So I advise my patient before surgery, if they take omega-3, to stop it, so that they don't bleed during operation. It is one of the blood thinner, in addition to garlic, red onion, black seeds, beetroots. They are very good for the blood to stop clotting and coagulation. But too much is no good, because if you take so much of this food, like me, then it will be very easy to get bruised. So because I do exercises, I have pain here, and then I think one muscle rupture, and then I have very swelling here with the bleeding. So I stop the food and the exercises, I get some rest, and this start to be cleared. Also, it is very important for our health is the health of the gastrointestinal tract and the microbiome, because the microbiome, they produce the short chain fatty acid like butyrate, which is very important for the health of the lining of the colon, as well as producing vitamin B12, vitamin B, as well as vitamin K. So it is very important to have healthy gut. And also it helps to absorb the nutrient from the gut after digestion into the blood. And this will be very important to help the enzymes how to work and the muscle, and it support each other. So muscle health is the same like bone health. Both they need stimulation by exercise. The muscle, to make more muscle, we need exercise, the weightlifting, resistant exercises to stimulate the muscle to build itself. And the same with the bone. We need also exercises to stimulate the bone by doing exercises like lifting weight, or using our body to stimulate the bones and the muscles to grow and to be stronger. So I repeat, good muscle need protein to do the brick of the wall, collagen too, as a mortar between the bricks, and the stimulation by exercises. We need also hormones like thyroxine from the thyroid gland, growth hormone, which is produced during sleep, during fasting, and during exercises. So anybody, young person who's short and they need growth hormone to grow and get taller, they should practice sleeping in the dark for 8 hours fasting, intermittent fasting, 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, by doing it gradual, as well as exercises. And these are the 3 steps to get growth hormone. But some people, they take growth hormone as medicine, but it is very expensive, and it costs thousands of dollars, and it has side effect. So all these factors, it will help the muscle and the bones. But the most important thing is to have ideal diet or ideal food and regular, persistent exercises. So, as an indicator of long, healthy life is the grip strength. It is an indicator of the general health and the long, healthy lifespan, because it reflects the fitness and the muscle strength in a general way. So the research shows that those people who have strong grip, they are more healthy and less liable for chronic metabolic diseases. The strength of the grip, it is related to the flexibility of the body, agility of the body, and the power to do the daily activities in a competent way. Also, there is another exercise. You have to sit and stand on your own without using the help of your hands. And I practice always this to make my legs, my thighs, my buttock muscle more stronger. And this also, it indicates the level of flexibility, balance, and muscular strength. And all these factors, they are attached to good health, a long, healthy lifespan, or healthy, long life. I mean, by living healthy lifestyle, we cannot increase the time. Although some people, they think they do. Because the end of the chromosome, if you live healthy, it becomes longer. And this will give you more years. But the main thing is, in our last 30 years, 20 years, or even 10 years, we will live healthy and not disabled or having pain, which stop us from sleeping well. So this is the importance of healthy lifestyle, the exercises, and the health of our muscle, skeletal-muscular system, and the bones, and our also nervous system. And this will indicate a marker of our general health and our body to face our daily routine activities. The idea of doing exercises is to keep doing what we should do. To sit on the chair, get up, go upstairs, do our shopping, carry our groceries without being disabled. So, also I mentioned the vitamins. Also vitamin D is very important, because it is very important for this building. Well, so the wall, the muscle, the bricks, the protein, the connective tissue, the collagen, and then we have to do plastering and even painting on the wall. So this will be the fascia. It will cover the wall, and it will help to make it attached to each other. And this tissue, it covers the muscle, and it gives it its shape, its support, its flexibility. So it is a layer which support and it cover the muscle. What we do in exercises, we start with warming the muscle, then we do the exercise. At the end we do cooling or stretching. In fact, we are stretching the fascia. In medicine, before, when I studied medicine, fascia is not important, but now there is a lot of research about fascia because it is gelatinous, it is just like a glass, it is many layers sliding at the top of each other, and there are many books about fascia, even yoga to stretch the fascia. It is very, very important to do stretching of the fascia and to keep it healthy, not tight. So now I think I give a good. The main thing to get collagen is bone broth. We get the feet from the beef, from the lamb, and we put it in a slow cooker for 24 hours, 48 hours. If it is organic, then we could add half a cup or 1 cup of vinegar so that it will get the mineral from the organic bones. But if the bones are inorganic and they are coming from animals which live industrial life, not the organic life, then we should not add the vinegar. But more important than beef and lamb is the broth from the skin of fish as well as the fish bones. We need, when we get older, 15 grams of collagen. 1 cup of broth from beef or lamb, it contains 3 to 5 grams of collagen. So we need, if it is 3 grams, we need 5 cups per day. If it is 5 grams, we need 3 cups per day. If it is from fish, it is more collagen, 5 to 10 grams. But the most important thing, which I'm going to do, and I studied, it's from my thinking today, and I'm going to apply it, is the eggshell, which contains calcium. It's just like bone, and the inner membrane of the egg. Each egg, this inner membrane, it contains collagen 1 to 2 grams. This is very, very rich in collagen, minerals, glucosamine, hyaluronic acid, the thing which the orthopedic surgeon or bone doctors give to patient with arthritis, with osteoporosis, with sarcopenia. Osteoporosis means thinning of the bone. Sarcopenia means the bone are less in amount. And arthritis means inflammation of the joint. It is all in the inner membrane of the eggs. So what I decided is to wash the eggs. Of course, I buy organic eggs, then put them in a stainless steel, filtered water, and boil them. I will eat the protein and then keep this shell, the outer and the inner, boiling in a slow cooker, for example 10 eggs, and then I will use it in my stew, in my tea, in my drinks as bone broth. And in fact, I started today. Usually when I fry my eggs, and I have many videos, short videos uploaded, I show this inner membrane, and then I put a marker, a piece, white piece from the eggshell. I eat it with the egg. Always I make sure to strip the inner membrane and eat it because it will give me collagen. I hope my accent is good and you understand what I want to do or what I want to say. And this bone broth, you could use it in your soup, in your stew. And soup is very good in winter time and even in the summertime. But when we do the bone, I put it in a big glass jar and leave it in the fridge and get the fat out because it is saturated fat. We could reuse this fat if you want to fry things like butter, but you could throw it or put it in the compost for the plant. hope this will be useful and of benefit. And thank you and goodbye. And please ask other people to subscribe to the channel. The idea is to spread knowledge and information. It's not for me, it's not personal. It is, you have to serve others. Thank you and goodbye.